Let's talk about the two different types of gamers who play Rainbow Six Siege X. First, you've got the toxic gamer. You know, the one that's blaring music over their microphone and blasting you for being a quote-unquote idiot if you select what he thinks is the wrong operator. Then to top it all off, this toxic gamer is the one that team kills you the second they get the chance, just for a laugh. As for the second type of Siege player, well, there isn't one. Not as far as I can tell. Of course, I'm stretching the truth a bit. When you get the right people to play in a Siege X match, the game can be quite a bit of fun. But if you run into the complaints that so many one-star reviewers so often point out, you seriously will wish you had played a different game. Don't believe me? Well, just look at the percentage of one-star reviews on Xbox. Nearly 1 in 3 give it 1 star. And if they could, I'm sure that many would give it 0 stars. But given these 1-star reviews, one has to wonder if these are truly legit, or are these just salty players that may not fully understand that there's a bigger learning curve to Siege X when compared to games like Call of Duty or Battlefield. Here are some of the more typical complaints that 1-star reviewers highlight.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 running on an Amazon smart fridge in the middle of a Burger King has a better hit detection than a steaming pile of The servers and matchmaking in this game are awful. Every match is completely one-sided. Either you get the sweatiest teammates on your team who team kill for a defuse, or the enemy team that gets filled with jinxy meat riders. Don't even get me started about their solution to people abandoning matches. Get DOS and can't join back in time? Banned. Power goes out mid-match? Banned. You're going to face anywhere from 1 to 5 enemies using mouse and keyboard. Every single game. If you're looking for a balanced first-person shooter that isn't overrun with cheaters, just keep searching. Playing this game has exposed me to so many brain-dead individuals and had made me completely lose faith in humanity.
Well, it's safe to say that some of our 1-star reviewers definitely have a strong opinion of the game. But after analyzing these reviews, along with dozens and dozens of others, some patterns started to emerge as to what the top complaints truly are. The top 4 complaints are consistent server disconnects, inaccurate hitbox detection, rampant cheating, and a toxic community. Let's dive into each of these to figure out if we agree or disagree with our 1-star reviewers. Starting off with server disconnect issues. These reviewers are out here acting like every match is a gamble on whether you stay connected or get booted back to the main menu. Here's my take. There are definitely server problems in Siege X, there's no question about it. And keep in mind, I'm running high-speed fiber internet to my house. My setup is rock solid, yet I've still been kicked out mid-match with connectivity errors. It's a serious kick in the teeth when it happens. That said, it's not always a dumpster fire. Sometimes everything just works. Matches load fast, there's no lag, and no rubber banding. So what I'm saying is, when it's good, it's great. But when it's bad, you just have to move on and play something else for a while. So do I agree with our 1-star reviewers? Halfway. The server disconnects are real, and they're frustrating. But calling it unplayable, that's a stretch. Now let's move on to the next big gripe from those 1-star Siege X reviews. Bad hitbox detection. If you've read these reviews, you'll probably seen players losing their minds over this one. Now here's my take on this. Hitbox issues in Siege X are real, and they can ruin a good time. It's especially noticeable in certain situations, certain operators, if you're near destructible walls, and in certain situations where your target is moving. That said, this isn't a complete deal breaker for me either. Some matches, the hit detection feels crisp, other times it's spray and pray. But I should also point out that I'm just a casual Siege X player. If I were competitive, my thinking on this may be totally different. Alright, let's tackle the next major complaint. Constant cheating. This one's a biggie. Players are straight up furious about it. But is cheating bad enough to give it a 1-star review? In one word, yes. Cheating on Siege X is a real problem, especially on consoles where I play. It's not just bad sportsmanship, it's straight up unfair advantages ruin casual matches. Let me break down some of the top ways people cheat. First, there's mouse and keyboard players on consoles. Players can plug in cheating devices which trick the game into thinking they're using a controller. This gives them PC level aim precision, while the rest of us are stuck thumb wrestling joystick. Now, Ubisoft's Mousetrap version 2 is supposed to catch this, but it's about as effective as a screen door on a submarine. Then you've got distributed denial of service attacks, or DDoS attacks, where cheaters will flood the server with junk data to lag out the match or even crash it entirely, especially if they're losing. Now, I could mention more ways to cheat, but you get the idea. And the problem is, sometimes it feels like you just can't escape it. The frustration gets real when you just want to have a fun casual match. Instead, you're dealing with 9-year-olds with some cheat tricks. That said, not every loss is a cheat. Sometimes you just get outplayed. So I agree with our 1-star crowd here, but maybe they're a bit too dramatic calling the game unplayable. Now, my ask to you is that if you're fed up with cheaters on Siege X, hit that like button and let Ubisoft know you're still not happy with their anti-cheat efforts. Also, if you've got an interesting cheat story where somebody really screwed you over, please feel free to share it in the comments below. Alright, let's wrap this up with the final big complaint from those 1-star Rainbow Six Siege X reviews. A toxic community. This one hits hard and players are not holding back. As I mentioned, one reviewer summed it up nicely by saying, "Playing this game has exposed me to so many brain-dead individuals, I've lost faith in humanity." Another reviewer said, "The mic abuse and team killing make every match a nightmare." I have to say, I'm on board with these reviewers here. The Siege X community can be a rough place to be. Let's start with the big one, team killing. Now, back in the day, I felt like every other casual match had some guy blasting you just for the giggles. Lately though, it seems like team killing has dropped off a bit, and I've noticed fewer blatant team kills in many matches over the past couple of months. Or maybe I'm just getting lucky, I'm not sure. Have you guys seen less team killing lately? I really would be interested to know, so drop it in a comment below. But even if team killing is down, the rude behavior, especially over voice chat, is still a problem. You've got players blaring music, screaming slurs, or roasting you for missing a shot like you just ruined their life. It's so bad, I almost always mute my team right out of the gate, which stinks because communication is crucial in Siege. But is it as bad as reviewers claim? Mostly, yeah. And I normally don't care about this stuff like this, but the fact is the toxic community can turn a fun match into something less than fun real quick. So there you have it. We have some legit reasons for 1-star reviews and some not legit reasons. What's curious to me, however, is that, like many of you I'm sure, that despite all the issues, I keep coming back to this game. I don't know what it is, but if you catch Siege X on a night where the servers are running well, and you get in a couple of matches with some chill players, it's easy to kill a couple hours and have a great time doing so.
Thanks for watching this video, guys. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time in another video.